Hey you guys, I'm back with another you and them reading. It's been a while since I've done these. This one is for divine complements as usual, which is like divine unions or twin flames or divine counterparts, however you want to say it. So I'm going to do two different readings. One will be you and one will be them, and you might find that they're switched. You might resonate more with the you or them pile, and maybe you won't resonate at all. So if that's the case, then I apologize. It's probably going to resonate with people who are having a similar experience to mine. That's just what I've found. And I'm not reading myself, but that just tends to be the group that I am attracting when I do these readings. So, first of all, thank you guys so much for following, subscribing, sharing, commenting, liking the video. Please like the video so people can find it. Sorry, something in my eye. Also, if you find that you want to set up a private reading or healing session with me or counseling session, you can go to my website, which is IamEmilyGear.com, and everything you need to know is there to sign up, okay? The nose itching is starting. This always happens to me. Okay, so let's start. How do I usually do this? Do I usually start with you or them? Let's start with them, and then we'll move on to you. Okay, so I'm using the Golden Tarot for them. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, Two of Cups right there on the bottom. Okay, so, goodness. All right, well, before I barely shuffled, the Four of Swords popped out. Not shocking. So that's kind of this person, whether it's a male or female, is kind of in a state of withdrawal at the moment. Goodness, they're popping. They are probably pulling back from communicating, if they've been communicating at all. And if nothing else, then they might be a little more closed off than usual, because they're actually kind of going through, or have just finished going through, a period of stress in which, so after that, they really need to like recover and recuperate. I think I'm getting the feeling that everything that's been going on, whatever it is really a lot for them to have to like put into words and share. And there may be a time for that, but it's not right now. Right now, they need to basically back up and lick their own wounds a little bit, okay? What I see that they've been working on, and these two just popped in my April reading, actually. It feels like they have been working on self-empowerment, okay? It feels like they've been basically deciding what things are going to stay in their lives and what things are going to go. They kind of realize at this point, at least this group does, that they're responsible for creating their own lives. Like, no one else is responsible for that. Their lives are not someone else's fault. Like, they are taking responsibility for and empowerment in creating their own lives. And the first step to that is kind of like culling that which is no longer working for them. And or things that maybe, I'm trying to really feel into this. It's like all this stuff, when they were in not such a empowered state, let's say they've not been in an empowered state up until now, all this shit has collected in their lives, and they're just like, gotta get rid of this one, gotta get rid of this one, keeping that one. This is not healthy, whatever. It's like they're pulling different things out. So that really makes sense, because that seems like it would be a really difficult thing to be going through. And to an extent, we're all doing that this month. So I'm not shocked about that at all. The Two of Wands has come out, and that to me, again, is like, that's these choices. That's picking a choice, making a decision, deciding what road they're going to go down. Okay, so I feel like it's like he's got his little like compass. It's really a globe. He's got his globe and he's got his walking stick and he's heading out on a journey now. Like he's on his way out. He's walking away from something, or he's walking towards something else, or he's simply like going on some kind of mission, some kind of journey here. But this is having chosen a direction to go in. At the same time as being more empowered and having had to go through the choices or the process of picking and choosing a number of things that have manifested in his life when, you know, this person was not as aware and awake as they are now. Okay, so that could be all kinds of things that came. I'm seeing like there's like this monster thing, this ghost. It's almost like stuff that comes out of your subconscious that you manifest out of your subconscious because they're your fears, or they're coming from your wounding or whatever. Okay, so some of that stuff is getting, I think, balanced at this time is kind of the word I want to use. Okay, what else is going on for them? How are they feeling? Let's get that. How are they feeling? Oh, okay. The Emperor came out. So they're feeling powerful. I think that even though this has been difficult and they might feel very tired with this Four of Swords coming up, I feel like there's an energy that has been unblocked in their energy field. And it is an empowering type of energy, which allows them to start to structure their lives in the way that, like, purposefully, as opposed to just manifesting by default whatever shit is in your subconscious. Okay, so this feels very purposeful, very self-empowering. They may be trying, some of them, if they have had their life like completely out of control for a while, they're definitely trying to exert some control over the chaos. Okay, how else are they feeling? Okay, we're going to take it. Their bunch came out, but we're going to take it. We've got the Six of Coins, which is all about balancing. So that to me is really, you know, like the echo of this card. Like they are really finding a way to make sure that they are in a state of balance more often. And that means that, you know, setting boundaries with people who are constantly taking and not giving, or I feel like maybe giving more to those who need it because they now have more of an abundance of, you know, self-empowerment. But there have been people, I'm hearing codependency, and which just came up in the last reading, who have been draining them this whole time. And so they're starting to impose some more boundaries with that. They're starting to come into better balance, as opposed to all these people coming at them with their hands out. They're kind of deciding when and how they're going to be giving. It's not that they're not going to give, they're deciding when and how. So you've got the Five of Cups coming out too, and I feel like that's, you know, we're really looking at the energy of a life review. Like, I'm shocked that I haven't seen the Judgment card, because I feel like we're looking at the energy of a life review. Somebody who's like, okay, all the shit is in my life. I have to decide what I'm keeping, what is not working for me. And, you know, in the process of that, there's this feeling of loss or regret. I'm trying to feel into it. It does feel like loss in this case. Sometimes it can be shame, sometimes it can be regret. But I do feel like there is this feeling of having lost something, whether it's time or money. There could be some who are like, I wish I would have made a better decision about my resources, or how I spent my resources, or who I invested with. You know, if there's a business partner, or even like a spouse who you now have to divide assets with, or something like that. There is this sense of loss. This typically talks about emotional, but I do feel the monetary loss as well coming through. And it comes up next to the 10 of coins. So that's probably why I'm feeling the monetary loss. Like, it's this loss of all this stuff that they had built, okay, already. They already built all this stuff, but they manifested it from a place that was less empowered, okay? And so a lot of it is not, so they're no longer resonating with a lot of it, because they have, as divine complements, raised their vibration considerably, you know, just by either being alive, you know, and existing in this time of energetic transition, or by coming in contact with their divine complement, whoever that you, presumably, and receiving the benefit of that because of the, I'm just seeing the bouncing back and forth nature of that energy. It's like it just, you upgrade each other constantly. You know what I mean? So they've received the benefit of that, and now they're not resonating with this group of manifestations. And so they're losing some things, okay, with this 5 of coins. But the 10 of coins is here because that was their, it's kind of like this was their illusory legacy. And at this point, they're able to really create a firm foundation, or at least, I hate to put things in terms of better or anything like that, because I just hate that feeling of judging somebody, or like, I have no idea. I'm reading cards. Like, I don't know what these people are actually, you know, what the actual situation is for this person, but it almost feels like manifesting on a higher timeline, from a higher vibration of their own self-empowerment, and therefore it is a stronger, more authentic legacy to leave, okay? Or that they're working on now, like, you know, this card equals legacy. So it's like they're building up a firmer foundation from a higher timeline, from a higher point of origin, because they were manifesting from way down here before, and now they're manifesting from up here, if that makes sense. It is not without loss, okay? That really goes along with this card here. It's not without hurt, you know, and pain to get through. I mean, this 4 of swords is what comes after this 3 of swords. And you see the 3 swords in the heart. That tells you everything this card means, you know. It's not without the loss of something that you may have held dear. So the good news is, if there's good news, and that is that this person is, I'm hearing that they're on board with it. Not that they are wanting or desiring this, really. You know what I mean? No one wants to hurt like this, but it's almost like they know it's for the best. I do still feel some resistance there. Like, nobody wants to go through this, okay? So I feel like there's still a little bit of resistance, but it's like they have a fuller picture at this point. Like, they know what the bigger picture is. They see the difference between where they were and where they are now. It's like they've made enough progress that they are starting to see their own potential, okay? Because this is where they're showing up now, as the Emperor. Let's see if they have a message for you. What does this person want to tell their divine complement? Let's see here. Queen of Coins came out first. Right now I'm hearing, I'm valuing myself more. I know my worth. Okay, the next cards that came out are the Lovers with the Strength card and the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords. And what this really says to me is that I am working really hard in order to be with you, you know, to make this choice, to follow my heart. I'm working really hard to follow my heart. It's taken a lot of strength because I've made a lot of changes, is really what I'm hearing here. And this person wants to tell you about it. They want to tell you the truth of everything that they have been through. It's almost like they want to debrief. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting. It's like, and they want you to know what they've been through, and because it's felt like a battle to them in some ways, and they intend to win, you know, like this is triumph and they will win. This is truth and this is triumph. So it's like they have had to see a very difficult truth in their life. They want to, they really want to tell you about it with this Page of Cups showing up. And they are working very hard to follow this heart decision that they've made. And that's the Strength card here. This is honestly, I feel almost like this is beating the system at their own game. Or at its own game. So it's almost like this person knows what they want. Now they need to figure out how to get it. And they're going to, I've been saying they've been working hard, and they have, but it's almost like they want to work smarter, not harder. They're going to tame the beast, so to speak, in order to get to this, okay? It just makes me feel like there's some sort of complexity that they still need to overcome. And I don't feel like it's their fear, finally. I don't feel like it's their fear here. I feel like it may be outside forces, outside people, outside situations, that kind of stuff, okay? But they're going to be victorious, and they want to tell you all about it. They want to bring you this gift of themselves, and also of, just knowledge of communication. Because I feel like there probably has not been a lot of that seeing these cards, especially seeing this last set. But they now know their worth, which fits in perfectly with this Emperor here. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull a Journey of Love card for them, just to kind of flesh it out. Journey of Love card for them, what they're going through. There's several there. I'm just going to keep shuffling. All right, 2 came out. Darn it. All right, the first one is number 46, Just for a Moment, Joy. I know no one likes when I have to read from the book, but literally there's just so much in these. What we feel and express, what we choose at any given time, is an offering to the divine cosmic matrix. It germinates and is reflected back to us as a manifestation in this material reality, just like we were talking about. Can you choose to gentle your heart, to let it be open to light and to life, even if just for a moment? If you are in the midst of darkness or of deep suffering, can you find for just a moment the joy of existence underneath it? It's a wild ride, this life. Every time you open your arms in yes, the universe responds in kind. This oracle brings you a message. In this moment, trust that there is joy waiting to be felt and found, no matter how hard that may be to believe right now. Let go of your attachment to the apparent problems at hand as much as you can, and you will be allowing yourself to let the divine take over and sort out what needs to happen here. There is help waiting your invitation always. Why not let it in and let joy in too? You are being offered divine support to live a less guarded existence, to dissemble yourself a little or a lot and let your true nature, which is joy, bubble to the surface without rhyme or reason other than just because it lives. And then the poem is Love is magic, like a balmy breeze on a winter night. It feels so good you want it to last forever. And love is magic because we make it so by opening to the pleasure of being alive and sharing the joy we feel. And when we are not looking, the night may warm again. So that's the first one. That fits in really well with like everything that this person is apparently going through and just still rising, you know, through all of that. The next one is number 7, which is one of my numbers. That's crazy. Number 7, shifting universe. Shifting universe, number 7. You are blessed with an opportunity to change gears, to change your life, to jump on the fast train. You're invited to fling yourself off the repetitive treadmill way of life and into a dance through nature, to be utterly confused and delighted, to accept the way of divine trust, even with its chaos, the instability that the instability that precedes all genuine creativity. So here it is, your get out of jail free card, your opportunity to make a mess and find out what you didn't know you were looking for. You are being nudged. If you wish, let yourself go down that strange path, opening up before you without knowing what it is, even as you take your next step. Your universe is shifting and stranger, more beautiful worlds beckon. Why not go to where you haven't been before? You'll find yourself there and realize you are more than what you once thought you were. This oracle has a message for you. If you are thinking of changing location, jobs, houses, or attitudes, trying something new, especially if it's unusual for you, then the universe is supporting you. Now is the time to accept what you didn't expect. Then the poem is The Dream. The taste and touch of you within. Thoughts linger on a sweet caress. You come to me, no sounds distract the night's embrace of innocence. The artist's brush across my lips, the palette rich and colors deep, to flow with feelings now renewed and blend as in one breath and hue, entwined our bodies bathe in love and weep with longing's slow release, emotion, song, and soft refrain, awaken dreams that never cease. So this one too was kind of similar to the reading, the shifting universe. So it's, you know, really talking about allowing that shift to occur and noticing that you are in a very different place than you or they were in before. So that's cool. We're going to move on to you, and you might find that the them reading is more about you and the you reading is more about them, which is totally fine. Okay. So we're going to use Tarot Muha for that. Bottom of the deck for the last group was the 8 of Wands, so the shit is coming in fast. And the 6 of Cups under that. Soulmates, twin flames, reconnecting. Okay. Tarot Muha is this one. So this is for you. I hope you didn't just hear that burp on the microphone, but I totally just burped. No shame. I have no shame. Okay, so let's get some cards for where you are right now in this relationship. Where are you right now in this relationship? You are ready for a new beginning, okay? A passionate new beginning, just for all this shit to be over, and for everything new to start. Brand new, springtime, Aries new moon, and this is like a wand with new growth on it. This is an extremely sexual card too, let's just be honest. So maybe you are feeling your oats a little. You. Don't know what that's like. Let's get some more cards. What's going on for you? And here you are again, really sick of the waiting, just ready for this cycle to like restart. Okay. You're feeling in your power. You're feeling more in your power anyway. And you might have been working on making some physical changes in your life, or some, you know, building up some kind of either a savings or fixing up your house, or, you know, straightening out something in your physical world, whatever that might be for you. Could be switching jobs. It could be, you know, just creating a more stable or more safe, I'm hearing safe environment. So maybe some of you are in a situation that's like not conducive to bringing another person into it. Whatever it is, you're stabilizing, you're in a more stable place. Okay. You've stabilized your environment somewhat in the physical world, but also, you know, financially, and you feel powerful and stable, but you also are kind of feeling like you've been through a lot, and you have, you know, some of you have been doing this for many, many, many years. And I have absolute respect for that. You know, you are just, you know what this is about and why we're doing this. And so you stick with it, but it is hard work and has been hard work. And it shows. No, not really. I mean, it kind of shows, just because you guys, you have been waiting a long time and have been very, very patient. And now you are tired. And I get that for sure. What else is going on for you? Oh my God, why the hot flash all of a sudden? I haven't had one of these in a while. The moon. This is the moon. You are wondering what the hell is taking so long? What is going on? You know, like, I feel like you're being forced. I'm seeing a trail of breadcrumbs. It's like you're being forced to pick up a trail of breadcrumbs to understand what is happening to you. And I'm hearing it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So everything that's going on, whether it's these energetic shifts where you're just like, what the hell is going on with me? Why am I so emotional? Why do I not feel well? Why am I so tired? Why does my person, why do they not, you know, whatever, contact me or reciprocate the way that I want, whatever it is. It's like you're in the dark right now, but illumination is just around the bend, okay? Two of Wands. They also got this. So you've also have had to make a choice. And that may have been, you know, making the choice to stick with this because you are really so friggin' tired, okay? So it's possible that you thought about giving up and just like throwing your hands up and moving on, you know? In this one, though, she's more stationary. The other one had this guy and he was walking, you know, he was going somewhere. She's very stationary. So it does give me this feeling of like waiting. And we all hate that word, wait. So we've not really been waiting though. So let's just be honest. Like there's a lot of work that has gone into the place where you are now. So don't feel, you know, don't feel bad because I'm saying waiting. This is like making the choice of what you really want. Do I really commit to this journey, to what this is, you know? And I feel like some of you have made that choice again. Maybe some of you have made the choice to leave it behind. But I feel like looking at these other cards, well, I guess it could go both ways. I feel like looking at these other cards is that these are people who have chosen to stay in this, okay? how do you feel right now? You probably know how you feel, but I'm doing this in case the viewer resonated with the them pile and they want to know how the other person's feeling. So how are you feeling right now? This can also help you identify if you are resonating with this whole reading. Okay. Oops, I don't know where that went. Okay. The first card that came out there is the Eight of Swords. And this is feeling really tied up and confused in your own head. Like this absolutely is in your own head. But you're feeling really like... In some cases, I feel like you feel trapped a little bit. You know, like it sort of echoes this card for me, the way that the wands are all there. And it's like you've been doing this forever. And you just feel maybe a little trapped and a little afraid that you've gone down the wrong path. But you've recently recommitted to it. So I feel like, you know, even so, there's still this sort of lingering fear that this is all for nothing, or I just heard that you're not capable. So if any of you are worried that you're not capable, the very basis of this card is this woman is absolutely capable to get out of this mess anytime she wants. She just chooses not to. Okay? And with the King of Pentacles coming up here, you are totally capable. But it's easy to have these doubts when you're in fear, when you're in shadow, when you're in darkness, and you're tired. Okay, so these are those fears and doubts that are just coming up. And you know what? They're natural. So I think that the best way to deal with this, well, it's going to give me some other information, but for my feeling is let this feeling flow through. Like, don't try to block it out or insist that it doesn't exist, because it does. You know, this feeling of, I'm hearing inadequacy or immobility or feeling stuck. It is helping you in some way, because it's like you need to recognize those feelings in order to let them go. It's like you've got something in your mind and your subconscious that keeps pointing you at that feeling of being inadequate somehow. Like somehow this isn't working or moving forward because I'm not good enough. So it's like it's pointing you at that to make sure that you release that so that you can move forward. And move forward, you know, you just feel like it's very, very slow. Okay? This is the Knight of Pentacles, and he does move very slowly, but he's sure-footed. He's reliable. He's dependable. He's puts one foot in front of the other, slow as he may be. And so that's you too right now. I think they also got the same thing. They might have, or maybe that was my last reading. I don't even know anymore. You've also got the Hermit here. This is, I feel like this is self-empowerment from the inside. And so I feel like you have made this progress over this, like, especially this last new moon, where all we talked about was sovereignty, self-empowerment. So you've gone within and you've made some of those changes. You've really looked at that. There's something remaining though. And so it's important for you right now, since you're feeling this way, to really look at those feelings. Go within, all right? Take the time away. I'm also hearing that it's important that you, I don't want to say distance yourself, but you like create a little bit of separation from them, because you need to focus in on yourself again. It's like an ebb and flow with this thing, okay? Sometimes you are connecting and having telepathy and you're exchanging energies and it's super positive, and then you have to back off to like clear out more stuff, okay? Because you are by nature stirring up all kinds of energetic debris in each other. And that's the point. You know what I mean? The point is to energetically create an ascension situation for each one of you. The point is not this relationship. I'm sure you're sick of hearing readers say that kind of stuff. But the point is that continual coming together, stirring up the crap, then coming apart to clear it, and coming together, stirring up the crap, and then coming apart to clear it. The difference between that and a regular relationship is that as you clear the crap, you become stronger and stronger, closer and closer, more resonant, more harmonic with each other than just having disagreements and quarrels and then really like hurting each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, there can be emotional hurt that comes out of this sometimes if you're dealing with people who are not very emotionally mature, or if you're, you know, trying to say that this person is your divine complement when they aren't, you know, but you are in a period of having to back up and review again. Okay. Let's get the advice for you. Advice for you. I know I've always done these a little, differently. There are way too many cards that came out, so I'm going to keep shuffling. Oh good, it's scratch on the door hour for Louis. Sorry if you hear him. Advice for you. In their divine connection. What is it? Oh. Chariot. So I was going to say put one foot in front of the other, which is accurate. It's kind of the same as the Prince of Pentacles here. But I wanted to say that it's fast forward movement, and it should kind of be with the Chariot, and it might be. But I'm also noticing the Sphinxes are like laying here, and the other one's just kind of standing over. This is like my dog standing around, like looking at birds. So I almost feel like you're waiting. You're waiting for that like signal to go. Okay. And so in that time, you know, be ready and keep getting yourself ready by going internally and be ready to go when it's time. See if there's more advice. Sorry, I was just looking at the cards. Yeah, here is the Fool. This is the Fool, if you can't see the 0 on there. That's the Fool card. And there's your new beginning. You know, you started this reading with this new beginning, and you really want this new beginning to happen. And again, another new beginning with the Page of Pentacles coming up. You want to see it coming up in your physical world. You want to either make an offer, reach out to this person. You want to... you just want to see the seeds planted. And the advice is I feel like the advice is to start creating the energetic attraction point that this new beginning comes in. I feel like it's also about clearing this energy. Just clear it out of your mind. Renew it. Renew the energy that you're carrying around with yourself, okay, and attracting other energies in with, so that you are in the best possible place. You don't want to be attracting in with this energy. So keep clearing that stuff out. You do have this new beginning coming. It is here. It is here. The best thing you can do is stop defending yourself against it. And as stupid as that sounds, that's exactly what you're doing with this kind of energy. You know, you're so afraid. You're so afraid of what you think you might not be able to handle or do or be capable of or be worthy of. I think most of us are past the worthy thing, but let's just in case somebody needed to hear that, you know, you've got to stop being so defensive of this energy. You have to allow it to come in, allow yourself to have the new beginning. Okay, planting that seed by clearing that negative energy, going internally. Okay, being in the expectancy that you're ready to go. Okay, so let's get a Journey of Love card for you. Oh yeah, we're at 40 minutes. We better hurry up. Journey of Love card for you. Beauty. Number 58, beauty. To celebrate the divine feminine is to honor her beauty, her endless bounty and abundant creativity. You are a vehicle of her beauty. This is radiance that has nothing to do with soul-destroying cultural stereotypes based upon physical appearances. It's the radiance that comes from feeling beautiful within, of allowing all that you are to shine through you and be witnessed in the world. You're being asked to let the inner beauty become one with your physical self. You don't have to change the way that you look to become more of the divine beauty that you are. You just need to change the way that you look at yourself. Oh my God, you guys. This. Okay. You don't have to change the way blah, blah, blah. Behold the divine within you. You are in the process of healing past wounds about your appearance, your body and your sexuality, finding purity in all of yourself, and becoming ready to share that with others in a deeper and more open way without shame or self-criticism. What have I been saying? Take your time and fall in love with what you are. Then you can become not the victim of others' own projected shame, but oops, I skipped a page. But the love necessary for the shame of the world to heal. This oracle indicates a significant change in self-perception taking place within you, an ability to love and accept yourself more completely than you have ever before, quite simply because you have grown and there is more divinity awakened in your heart than ever before. The nature of the divine is love, and you're realizing that you don't have to change to be beautiful. Allow this development to grow swiftly and embrace your uniqueness, beloved. You are an exquisite flower in the heavenly garden. I'm almost crying because this is so potent for me. How many times I've looked in your eyes and sailed away beyond my dreams to a sheltered thought on a quiet beach where the sand is soft as flour. You may never know this place, and someday when you look in my eyes, I will tell you. So, honestly, this is what I have been going through the last couple days, right? Like really accepting myself and trying to, and overcoming. Woo, I'm getting emotional because I really have been trying to overcome that. And that feels like what I'm feeling from you guys too. So maybe we're all in that same place. And if so, then it's just time for us all to really accept our own divine nature and the fact that we are perfect as we are. Oh my God, here I go again. I'm glad you guys love me because I'm being very emotional. So we're getting there. And it's time to really release all that old stuff and stop blocking your own way forward, okay? Divine compliment or not, stop blocking your own way forward, because it's about you. Each one of these people involved in this connection, it's about them personally. And then being able to, harmonize together through the process of really becoming yourself on an authentic level. Okay, so guys, I would love to know what you thought of this reading, and please like, comment, subscribe, share. And if you would like a personal reading or healing session with me, you can do that at IamEmilyGear.com. Okay, love you guys and talk to you all soon.